So with that, you now have a map to what is possibly a map to where all the attacks seem to have happened. You have information about what could potentially be a Leviathan. You have orders and summons from Helen, and you look out to the sky. It is clear enough as it is, and your rations are filled and everything is good to go. You are more than welcome to try to explore any of the town. It is pretty threadbare, like I had said, and you are also more than welcome to set sail.
I'm gonna have a discussion with Edge, or you
Alright.
catch me. I have a tendency that when I start speaking in anger, I start to meow as I'm talking. I'm like, I cannot believe meow that you would go ahead and talk to them, and that I already told you, you are the newest recruit. You have to speak to them politely. We are representing the merchants.
As I put my boot down like on the floorboard or a barrel nearby, and I extend out to her. I'm like, hey, I don't mean to be comical or anything, but why are you so on edge?
And with that, I just walk away and find the rest of the group.
Don't ignore me. Come back over here.
Wow.
Typically, you're much more cheery, but now you just like order me around, and I'm not about that. That's why I slept in the crow's nest for the past 2 weeks. I just didn't want to deal with you.
I speak for you. The Merchants Guild doesn't really know or believe if they should have added you, but I said that you were talented. And also, truly, I like your music. It's really nice in the seas.
Everybody loves my music.
Okay, you're easy on the eyes. But I need you to act accordingly, especially when we're speaking on behalf of the Merchants Guild.
Only because you asked. With a little bit of edge.
And then I am going to look for... It seems that Edge has calmed down, so we collectively go to find the others.
All right, so
Before we leave the docks, we don't have a ton of cash, but I'd like to see if there's any chance we could hire any sailors, commoners, people that can man the weapons for us. Is that something that would be within our budget?
So you're more than welcome to attempt to. I would say, for the full intents and purposes, you guys have been known to pilot it, crew it yourselves. But if you want to attempt to do so, I would say...
Just a pair of hands,
Yeah, I would say roll me a charisma check to try to barker yourself up some more crew.
Just charisma, no persuasion?
Yeah, just charisma. The big thing is the reason being is because you are trying to shout over the sound of all the dock workers.
Right.
Because the amount of actual ship hands are pretty slim pickings.
Okay, well, I don't have any bonuses to this, so let's see.
While he's doing that,
19.
19.
First,
Right.
I will see you on the ship. I'm gonna be busy for for about an hour or so, and I want to try to pick some, like 5 pockets, like just within the alleyways or whatever.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll me a perception, and then follow it with a sleight of hand to see how many pockets you do end up picking.
Sure.
This is just going to count for over the entire hour.
Sure, okay, no problem. 17 for perception.
All right.
And for a sleight of hand, I got. That was good. 14.
All right. So even though the amount of people that are in here are not the most well off, nor are they the most leisurely, you do manage to get yourself about another 35-40 gold.
Good.
You do note that is about enough to hire a skeleton crew of sorts to do all the ship manning for you. The quality of which would probably not be the greatest,
no.
but it is enough to man the sails, do all the rigging.
Would that be like 1, 2, or 3 people?
It'd be like 3 to 4 people. Enough to keep the sails afloat. That way all the captain has to do is, ensure that the captain keeps the sailing and you folks can take care of anything else. This is not
do the adventuring. I don't. The idea. My idea is that I don't want us to be tied up doing ship stuff when we want to be doing our things.
So I'll keep this information for myself for now.
All right. So yeah,
Cool.
As you barker yourself up a crew, you do find 3 people. One is a very drunk, surly half orc. Another one is a bright and naive elf that doesn't seem to really. He looks like he takes orders well enough. And you find just a regular human with an axe on his back, and he's bare chested, and he's just out here flexing muscles. And he says, "80 port except for here."
Fantastic. We're here. We're here to solve the problem with this town. So if you want to be a hero, you want to get on the boat with us.
At the mention of hero, the elf, who as you can tell, you've piqued his interest, and he's like, oh.
We're an aspiring adventurer, I see.
He gets a little thought to himself. He's like, hero does have a nice ring to it.
If we do what we get set out to do in this town, everyone will know your name. Which is what, my friend?
The Hrodric hero of Westrid does have a ring to it. That's the hero of Lust. Or it's
Hrodric.
It's Hrodric.
Okay.
Yep. It's Hrodric, the hero of Luskin.
That's the barrel chest again?
No, that's the elf.
That's the elf.
Okay.
Fantastic. Any other takers?
The 3 of them just kind of look at each other and shrug their shoulders like,
I'm telling you, once we get back to port, the mayor will want to shake your hand.
And the half orc goes, "I'll see it when I see it."
This way.
And let's see, he's like, "But first the payment."
Oh, first the payment.
And he looks at the 3. He looks at him and the other 2. He goes, "Oh, let's see."
What would you say is fair, friend?
He looks about it, he goes, "Well, let's say you hire us on for a charter." Somebody's like, 40 gold.
40 gold. We can do the 40, but we can only do 10 at front.
Aye, that works. And so for 10 gold, you hire yourself 3 members to man the ship.
Fantastic.
The position of the crow's nest will still be reserved for you, due to the fact that you are more oriented towards using it for the requirements of the Merchants Guild.
Okay.
And the rest of the piloting, outside of anything that you decide to do for steering or maneuvers, will be handled by the crew.
Okay.
So our hands are free for fighting.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, it is.
What are the crew members' names? Fred and who?
Yeah, I only got Hrodric.
Friends.
Yes, that's because you've only heard Hrodric. So you have Frederick, Lokdar, and John.
Heck yeah.
Is that the orc?
John,
yes.
New York.
John is the name of the orc, and Lokdar is the human.
Okay. And who's it there?
Frederick is the elf.
Frederick is the elf.
Okay.
So after about an hour, you can make your way back to the ship. Is anybody else doing anything?
I was going to ask if we've actually met back with Tara and Edge.
Yes.
Yeah, we're looking to meet up.
Yes. Everybody can meet up at the ship. Y'all kind of beforehand discussed, hey, meet back at the ship in like 2 hours or something
Well,
like
I
that.
hope it's okay. I made an executive decision. Get some extra people on board because we're gonna need some extra hands to do what we need to do.
Are they there in front of us?
They are there in front of you.
I see them.
Can I
like-
intimidate them?
You can attempt to do so.
All right.
I'm gonna assume I'm the last one.
19.
To arrive, and I see new people. Jeez.
The
Hear that?
Oh.
The elf jumps. The human kind of looks at you and goes, fair enough. And the orc just looks at you and goes,
I look at the 3 new crewmates, and I also nod to my first mate. You're fine making executive decisions, as long as you didn't spend all the gold. How much?
Well, I spent my gold up front. This is my investment, but will owe them 30 when we're done.
I pull you to the side. I say, always drop it by 10, and say you're including food and board.
Well, that wasn't what I was saying, but for noted. Sure thing, boss.
Well, welcome to the Alliance, everyone. And then I look at the 3 and I was like, some of you look very promising, and some of you look like you can grow with the ship. Welcome along. As you may see, we definitely appreciate the help because we don't have a lot, but we do have a very capable ship. We are in the middle of a mission. We are going to set sail to investigate and see what has happened to some of the ships that have been apparently attacked.
Yeah, about that, I'll take you aside and fill you in on the.
And then I also pass over to you the chisel that I am very cautiously holding. It's all nasty and black matter.
Yeah.
Would you recognize the smell?
We'll roll a nature.
Yes,
Does
roll a
he
nature check.
recognize the smell of, because it smells like the guy? That guy.
Oh yeah, well that's interesting. That what it smells.
Roll me a nature for it, and we'll go from there. All right.
Okay.
But it might be the same
4,
monster.
13.
13. So it's not so much the smell, but you can kind of guess by the way that he's dictated everything that some of the stuff that is leaked out of those pustules is a very blackish ichor, but it doesn't seem to be the same. So whatever it is that is, and as you smell the stuff on there.
Yeah, this is its blood. We're seeing like the pustules from the actual infection.
Do you think it's the same animal?
Oh, there's no mistaking the marks of a leviathan.
All right. Well, this could be very useful. You are in charge of it.
Your thing. I'll research. I'll keep it in my collection.
Are you holding this conversation in private?
Yes, I took her aside for all this.
I'll climb aboard and see these new guys, and I try to look for Nico.
All right.
Is he within eye shot?
I don't know. Is he? You could be arguing in the captain's quarters.
I tap him, and I send him out.
I'll step outside into like the center fold of the ship.
I was standing next to that door, just trying to hear what was going on, and I see him come out, and I was like, "So what is this about, Lava Jonathan?"
So I see both of you.
I'm approaching.
Both of you guys. But, all right. Well, you already know. I'll put you aside. Right. So the target is a leviathan.
It's a Lava Jonathan. I've heard of it.
Leviathan.
Right, that's what I said.
Good. So these are extremely dangerous. I hope you didn't touch like the guy who gave you this.
Edge.
Very careful.
No, I didn't.
Drink that.
Don't.
Drink that vial I bought for you. Cause he
Oh, the tonic.
Yep.
Yep.
Drink one.
Oh,
Well, no, those are yours. So.
Yeah. So those are yours. Those are a special thing of rums.
Okay.
But you can go and buy a tincture to help ease his stomach and keep him from being
Yes, I bought
sick.
him a tincture. So
Yeah.
It's like
the tincture does not.
I handled him, and now
So
I address you.
The cabin, and I just close the door behind me, looking back, and if the crew is looking at me, I just give them a nod, and I close the door, and I'm like, the old Capitan gave me some old rums. I have no idea what's in them, but he said there's some very exotic spices.